I am Saint Germain. I come to be with you at this time in these special times, these times that are all about ascension, all about your personal ascension as well as collective ascension of man. These are times that you have been working toward for so long. You have been preparing for lifetime after lifetime, many thousands of years for many of you. You have been working toward this point where everything begins to change, where the old is washed away or burned away. The new can spring forward as it is doing now, right here now in your springtime. Feel the energy. Experience the energies. Let the energies flow through you. Go with the flow. If you were in a river, in a small boat in a river, and you're paddling, you paddle against the current, or do you paddle with the current, or just let the current take you? Let the current take you where it will. That is what you are all here to do now, to go with the flow. Let your higher God self take over as much as possible. Just free yourself. Free yourself to be whoever you want to be. Create the reality that you want as you continue to go along with the flow of energy, the flow of light, the flow of truth coming forward. It is indeed coming forward. More and more truth is being released every day, every moment even. More and more is coming forward, where the dark forces can no longer hold the truth back, and they are moving ahead with their plan. They are doing so when everything is still blocked to them. They are moving ahead, but they do not understand that as the vibrational frequencies continue to rise, that they cannot hold this truth back any longer. Some actually do understand that. That is why you are seeing higher levels of expression from them, more plans to bring the destruction of the planet, the destruction of the population. It is all a process of the ascension. You are all in that now. So let yourselves be in it. Let yourselves go with it. It is happening. It will happen either with you or without you. But you, those of you that have been preparing and being acclimated to these energies over a period of time, are readying yourselves and will be ready. As the frequencies continue to rise all around you, the frequency within you also rises and takes you into higher levels of consciousness within your being, where you become closer and closer, more and more feeling the connection to your higher God self. And that is what ascension is all about. Reconnecting with the God source within you. So let it be. Let it be. Let the world, the external world, revolve around you. Know that as it does, you do not have to be a part of it any longer. More and more you can pull yourselves away. Rise up into the higher vibrations. Remain there more and more as you can. You will find as you do this that you will indeed be creating your life more fully ahead of yourself. And as you are creating your life more fully ahead of yourselves, you are also creating the consciousness, the higher consciousness of the collective consciousness of this planet. I am Saint Germain, and I leave you now in peace and love and oneness. And that always the violet flame continues to purge out the old programming, and the I am presence within you becomes more and more aware to you. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om. Om. Greetings to one who serves here, and we are ready to have your questions if you have them, and if not, then we will move along. Do you have questions here for one who serves?
I have a question.
Yes, dear Thomas, yes.
I bought myself a used Tesla Model S, and I'm feeling very good about driving it. I don't feel guilty about driving anymore because I'm not using gas. But I am spending a good amount of time doing the charging of the battery. And my main question is, I think Nikolai Tesla himself was talking about having the Earth power our devices, such as the electric cars. I'm just wondering if that's still possible in the realm of possibility for me to do with my Tesla and everybody else's Tesla, so that we don't have to use batteries anymore.
That, my dear friend and friends, is a wonderful question, and we can say in the affirmative that the Tesla inventions and technology that has been held back for quite some time and is indeed a part of various patents that have been taken out and held back by those of the forces of darkness, is all going to be released at some point. And free energy is a part of that. So you will not even need, as you are saying, the batteries, the electric, you will not even need that any longer, because the energy will come from the ethers. And that is where you are heading in this respect. And as far as feeling guilty about utilizing gas or electric or anything of this nature, please put that out of your mind. Do not even think about that, for there is no guilt, you see. It is only in your mind and in the programming that you have grown accustomed to. Let it all go. As Saint Germain said in his message, go with the flow, or as we have said many, many times, go with the flow. Let the energy just flow through you. And do not be concerned about things such as this, as the programming that has been given to the population over some time. There is no need to be concerned about whether you are using electric energy or gas or anything of this nature, because it will all take care of itself as you move more fully in through your ascension process. Okay?
Well, okay for the electric, but as for the gas, I just don't want to use that because it pollutes the atmosphere and slowly kills us.
That is a choice, and that is also a major programming that has been released on the population. it is in many ways not accurate.
Okay.
Very good. We would suggest that you do some research in this area because there is much to relearn here, dear one.
Can you give an idea of where to look?
Well, you can start in your Google.
Yep.
But there are many ways to find more information about this. Just to, as we say, do some research if you want to find out more. But all of this, as we say, will take care of itself as you continue to rise up higher and higher in vibrational frequency and consciousness. Okay?
Thank you.
Yes. Would there be other questions here?
I have a question. Hi, this is Kelly.
Yes.
I was wondering, is there like a specific daily practice I could do to stay in the higher consciousness state of being throughout my day?
My goodness, there are many different techniques and tools that can be used in this respect. As you are participating in these calls on Sundays, you will receive much of this, as we would call it, training over a period of time, as we have been working with this group over some period now to help in exactly what you are saying here, into raising their vibrational frequencies and holding those higher vibrational frequencies more and moving more and more through your ascension process here. There are many tools and techniques. You can receive much of this through this group, but also you can, as we said earlier here, you can do some research on this as well. There are many meditations that are out there that might fit what you are looking for, or we will say will resonate with you. And that is important, that something resonates with you. If it does not, then do not. You see?
Yes. Thank you.
Yes. Would there be other questions here?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
This is Nina. Over 30 years ago, I attended my first meeting where there was channeled information given, and the being who came through called himself Joseph, and I went to most of those meetings that followed, and I actually was in tears the whole meeting for most of those times. And I asked him, I said, what is it like where you are? And he said, if you think it's the best dream that you've ever had and multiply that by 100 or more, then you would have an inkling of what it is like where I am. And he says, we are like musical notes on a scale. So I've wondered about that all these years, and was that my higher self, or I'm just interested in, why he called himself Joseph, so forth.
We would say that this one called himself Joseph, just like others call themselves Archangel Michael or Saint Germain, or we, the one who serves, or whatever it is. It is just simply a name or a title or whatever it might be. It is not something to be concerned about as to who the messenger is, but what the message was that this one brought, you see. So it is important for you to look at it in that respect, not who it was. You are going to, or have been, receiving much information, we will say, in various ways, and that is going to increase, not only for you who is asking here, but for all of you are going to receive more and more information coming through, truth coming through, memories coming back to you, those that are attempting to reach you, to help guide you, are going to become more and more prevalent in your experience here as we continue to move on here. So just be ready for this. Be ready for some very great changes that are coming to not only to you as individuals, but to the collective consciousness of man. Okay?
Yes, I have already been experiencing a lot of that in different ways, dreams and channel information through me and information. It's been very exciting. So, but I've always wondered about Joseph for all these years. But I appreciate your help and thank you.
Yes, very good. Would there be other questions here?
Yes, dear one. We spoke of this last time on the call, but I'll go into a little more detail as my particular question. I seem to have a memory of my coming forth as a being, I guess you will, and it was the union of two particular individuals who are at a very high vibration, though not perhaps quite ascended, but at a very high vibration, and they had the tools and the knowledge, and they sort of pulled me, if you will, from another higher dimensional being at the level, I believe, of an archangel. And I have an idea. I think I know who these individuals were. But my question is, you know, because is this really possible that it happened this way? That it's not always just like so simple and easy, like you just send out an aspect, but it is actually possible that I could have those two lineages, if you will, one of the ones who kind of brought me forth from that other lineage. Is that possible?
Dear sister, we can only answer this in this way. You have a great many, as you are saying, lineages throughout your existence. You cannot even begin to fathom how far back or how many of these lineages or how many aspects of the totality of who you are. You cannot even begin to understand this. It is beyond the third dimensional understanding to be able to comprehend this. So we will not even attempt to try to do that here. Just know that you are who you are, and you are connected to your higher God self. I've always been connected to your higher self. And all of the various aspects and lineages, as you are saying, and multidimensionalities of who you are, beyond just the personality that is the one who is asking this question. See? And we direct this to not only you who is asking this, but to all of you. It is all the same. We would not answer a personal question such as this on these calls unless it can relate to the whole. And in this case, it is certainly relating to the whole. So if you wish to understand more of your lineages, we would suggest to just go within yourself and find the answers within yourself, for they are there. We cannot give this to you. We can only tell you as a more general aspect of what you are asking here. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Would there be any other questions here before we release channel, which we need to do here shortly?
Yes, I have a question.
Yes.
We were talking about this earlier, and you had referred to an avalanche, of truth coming forward. Question number one is, where are we at in the avalanche? Are we in it now? Because I am seeing a lot of truth dumped. I mean, every day it's just like some of it's really eye-opening. But either way, and then part of the question number two that kind of goes with that is, at what point, I guess individually or collectively, is it going to be through the sort of our memories coming back to us? At what point will we actually, especially for us, I think it might come through our memories, but at what point is someone when the vibration is correct, when is humanity actually going to learn about actual human history? Like that most of it was a lie, but then learn what was actual history, because I'm sure there was a human history, obviously, certainly not the way it's been told, but one that I think would benefit people to kind of know what the actual, evolution of this race has been over at least the last couple of centuries. So my question again is that going to come through our memories, or is that more going to come through, some form of announcements, or as the vibration is correct, or high enough, I should say, or there'll be revealings more publicly about, hey, you guys have been living in this, in this illusion for a long time, and now we're going to tell you the truth.
We will go with the second question first, and you are going to find that the information is going to come in many different ways, including your memories returning, yes, but that'll only be for those that are ready for this. It will also come in respect to great announcements, your EBS system, as you are calling it, many different ways the information, the truth will be coming. Now, the question though becomes, who will benefit from this? Who will actually awaken from this information coming forward? And right. Many will, but many will not as well, because they will not accept the great change that you have already been preparing for and acclimating to these changes over some time. The energy, the truth, all coming forward. It will be as an avalanche, and now we go with the first question. You are in the beginning stage, we would say, of your avalanche here. As a whenever an avalanche begins, it begins slightly and gains momentum, picks up more and more rocks and earth and trees and all of this. And that is what is coming, but it is not here yet. You are not quite at that point where it is uprooting trees and taking over buildings and all of this kind of thing. Here's just the beginning part, you see. Okay?
Yes. Thank you very much.
But it is coming. It is coming.
Oh, I believe it.
This is why Archangel Michael brought to you the last time here the brace for impact. It is coming.
Yep. Perfect. Thank you so much.
Yes. We do need to release channel here now. We know there is one email question, if you will.
Yes, thank you, One Who Serves. The question is, in the hierarchy of angels, are there any angels higher than the seraphim? Thank you.
First of all, to attempt to address this question, you would have to think in terms of higher and lower. And there is no higher or lower here. There is no hierarchy, as you are saying here. It is only about what one's responsibility is. And that's how you look in terms of a hierarchy. Again, no higher or lower. We are no higher or lower than you are. You are no higher or lower than we are, you see? And you can look at all of the various levels of creation and find it the same way. No higher, no lower. Archangel Michael would never say he is a higher being than you are. For we are all one and the same. We are all one with the God source, the creative God source. You see? That is unity consciousness. That is what we are together as one. Okay? Very good. Then we are done for the time. We just simply say, keep on keeping on, people. Go with the flow. Let it take you. For it is taking you in the direction that you need to go if you allow it to. Shanti, peace be with you. Be the one.
This call is being recorded.
Now remaining in your tube of protective white light, just focus for a moment on your breathing as you take several deep breaths, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, in a rhythmic and gentle fashion. Just focus on relaxing and letting go of all tension, stress, negativity of any kind, letting go of the illusion of the third dimension. Just let it all go. Let the problems leave. Anything that you're dealing with, let that go for now. Focus on your breath as you breathe in the light and exhale out any darkness. Breathe in the light and exhale out the darkness. One more time, breathe in the light and exhale out the darkness. Now put your attention in your etheric body and your chakra centers and become aware of the 9 chakra centers that have become activated or reactivated within each of you. And focus on the vibration within each of those chakras as you focus on the color or the intensity of the color of each of those chakras. In other words, as you raise the intensity of the color in the chakra, it raises the frequency vibration also within that chakra. So just focus now on the first chakra or the root chakra, or rather the earth chakra, just below your feet. See that as a deep earth brown color. And then moving up to your root chakra, red, bright red or ruby red color. Moving up to the sacral chakra, orange. And the solar plexus, brilliant bright yellow as the sun. Picture a sun right there in your chakra. Right there in your solar plexus. Then moving up to your heart center, deep blue-green. Then the high heart center, magenta. Chakra at the throat area, sky blue. Third eye, in the middle of the forehead, purple or indigo. Crown chakra at the top of the head, gold or violet or silver. And then finally, the soul star chakra, approximately a foot above your head, pure brilliant white. As you focus on all of these chakra centers in the perfect alignment up your spinal cord, that spinal cord being the rod of energy, the rod of light within you. Focus on those chakra centers and the ensuing vibrational frequency or higher vibrational frequency as you raise those colors into their highest intensity. Feel perhaps even your physical body now vibrating from this. As you raise the vibration within your etheric body, you're also raising the vibration within your astral and physical body as well. So your body now, all of your bodies are vibrating with higher frequency, higher consciousness. Your consciousness now leaving the old third dimensional illusion behind now as you focus on these chakra centers and the bringing of all of the chakra centers together as one in the soul star chakra. Your soul star chakra now, brilliant, brilliant white, shining out in all directions. Shooting out light. And you, your conscious knowing self, moving into that soul star chakra with all of the chakras combined now into your etheric body, your astral body, and your conscious knowing self moving into that light body now. The light body that is being reformed or re-known to you after all of these many, many lifetimes where you had forgotten about your light body. Now you are reconnecting to it once again. A light body that will take you anywhere in the universe. Just let yourself go now as you rise up in that light body. Rise up as if it were a vehicle of travel, as it is a vehicle of travel. A vehicle of light. Your Merkaba light vehicle, rising, leaving your physical body behind. Just see your physical body falling below you as you rise up higher and higher until you come to a point past the Earth's atmosphere. You become aware of all the planets of the solar system, the great sun of the solar system, all of the millions of ships. As you look back down at the Earth, you see two timelines now. You see the Earth in the old timeline. You see her in the illusion, the third dimensional illusion. You see the pollution. You see all the ugliness. Now look beyond that and see Gaia. Gaia in all of her splendor, becoming as she was always meant to be, a higher vibrational frequency, higher consciousness, fifth dimensional and beyond consciousness. And as you see her in that realm, you see the beauty. You see the beauty everywhere. The trees, the plants, the flowers, the grasses, the valleys, the rivers, the oceans, all crystal clear, pristine beauty everywhere. Feel the energy, feel the love that has been coming into the planet for some time now, wave after wave of energy, of light. But now it is gamma light that is coming into the planet, streaming into the planet more and more, as those of the forces of light allow this energy now to come in more and more into the planet. The planet is reawakening. Earth is reawakening. Gaia is reawakening. All of the people on Earth are also in a reawakening stage. Some much more than others. See the light spreading across the planet now until all areas of the planet, all areas of darkness being illuminated by the light. And the violet flame, don't forget the violet flame that is expanded now across the planet. Just visualize the violet flame having expanded across the planet with the light. Violet flame purging out all of the old programming. Just literally see the old programming that has been streaming into the earth for thousands of years is now being purged away, burned away, if you will, by the flame, the violet flame. Whenever anything is burned away, it comes back anew and in a better state than it was before. In this case, a higher vibrational frequency. All of the old programming being gone. Just see that, visualize that. Old programming gone, truth coming forward in so many different ways and through so many different sources. Truth, the light, spreading everywhere. And people receiving that truth, receiving that light. And many taking it in within themselves, where others turn away from it. The light, the truth is there for everyone who are ready for it. See the earth changing now. See the old third dimensional illusion having completely fallen away, completely collapsed as a house of cards just falling apart, being replaced by the new higher energy, new light, new love, new consciousness. People everywhere experiencing that light, truth, and love spreading. And finally see people now coming together, whereas before they were separated by boundaries, of many cases of their own making. No longer. See people coming together as one. Unity consciousness spreading. Then finally visualize the ships coming closer and closer and closer to the planet, where more and more people are looking to the skies and seeing their brothers and sisters returning. Be aware of all of this. Create this. This is the creation you all want. This is the creation you all came here to bring. To create now. Create the love expression spreading across the planet. And begin now to find your way back to your physical form. Back from your light body, back into your physical body. Merge with your astral and etheric body, your light body back in. Feel the energy flowing through your physical form, through all the meridians in your body, all the energy points. All those energy points, whereas before they might have been blocked, see them completely unblocked. Energy, light flowing through your body. Just as if water were flowing through your body into all areas of your body. Whatever pain you might have been feeling in various parts of your body, feel those being alleviated now. Just lifted out as the blockages open up. Come back now into a complete state of consciousness and circulation, fully revitalized and refreshed.